All right. Well, we are. All right. I hear the claps, and it is time for Vets Chat Show. That's right. This is our first episode of Vets Chat Show, and Vets Chat Show addresses the needs and issues concerning members of the United States Armed Forces and their families. It is a weekly 1-hour interactive internet radio television broadcast that provides a positive outlet for American veterans to express their views, opinions, and topics of interest to them as fitness, family, finance, education, entertainment, and empowerment. Vets Chat Show not only gives veterans a voice, but connects viewers with the community through monthly panels of experts to provide resources geared towards enabling the veteran to discuss issues. And right now, featuring for our first entertainment piece is our guest, Emilie Surtees.
Thank you for having me, Trent. I really appreciate it.
All right. Okay. We got you here, and I'm just miking her up. You are very welcome. Actually, it's an honor and pleasure, and we're going to delve into Emilie Surtees' background. She has this CD here with us. It's called Reflections of You, and she is here live and in person. And this is great. She's going to start off the show with a tradition that I would like to maintain by singing our national anthem live, a cappella, and then we're going to delve into some of her music and background. So, right. Can you kick us off with the national anthem?
Absolutely. I just want to thank you again for having me here this afternoon.
Sure.
And we've experienced so much loss in this nation for such a long time, and we're finally bringing the troops home little by little. And I'm very honored to sing this song on behalf of us. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare and bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was outstanding.
And nerve-wracking. Thank you.
Our engineer, Bat, had a workout with that one, probably. Audience out there, the number to call in is 646-797-3106. We're right here live with Emilie Surtees, and we're going to talk about Reflections of You and a little bit about her past background.
Okay.
So, Emilie, let's talk about the CD. How many tracks do you have on the CD, and where can we get it?
Okay, right now I have 6 tracks on it. They are all original songs that I've written and co-produced with my co-producer, Mr. Douglas Booth. And we are right here in the Bronx, New York. This is where we produced the CD and recorded the CD. Right now, you can get it at my live venues that I perform at. I perform at Creole Restaurant and Music Supper Club every Friday evening.
Where's that at?
Oh, it's on the corner of 3rd Avenue and 118th Street in East Harlem, New York. So we're actually going to be there tonight. It's ladies' night tonight, so come on out if you're not doing anything.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Is it every Friday, ladies' night?
Not every Friday. The first Friday of the month.
First Friday.
Yeah.
So we're going to remember that. We're going to keep you in our artist bank and also post the CD with more of your contact information and your show schedule on our website.
Oh, that would be great.
So we could get the word out so we could enjoy more of the CDs.
All right.
Okay. So tell us about the tracks that are on here and how they came to fruition. Since you're a singer-songwriter as well.
Singer-songwriter, that's what I am.
So walk us through the tracks and how did you come up with them?
Well, just personal experience and things that I've witnessed with my friends and people. Melancholy Rain is the first cut on the CD. It's about unrequited love. And I think all of us have kind of experienced that at some point in our lives where, you know, we really love somebody, we really want to be with somebody in that special way, and for some reason they're just not returning the feelings, whether they're in a relationship or they just got out of a relationship, or maybe their confidence is not really, well, they just don't like you. You know, bottom line, they just don't like you. You're just not their type. So Melancholy Rain, I would have to say, is one of my favorite songs because it just, you know, we can all relate to that at some point, you know, we just really have really deep feelings for someone, but they're just not returned.
Was this, I know you're speaking on touching the hearts and minds of a lot of people with the message as well as the melody. Was this something that you've came up with out of personal stories, or is this something maybe your friends and community said, you know what, this is something we just got to talk about?
Right. I would say personal. This CD is very cathartic for me, and hopefully for people who listen to it, they can find a little bit of themselves in here. I was just very honest. I was very honest about my own experiences, you know, in my life, and Melancholy Rain is definitely, you know.
Well, yeah, we'll bring you to a snippet of it in the next segment, and we will talk a little bit about some of the other pieces. Now, the second track in here is A Man Apart. And those that have been listening to me, I've been running A Man Apart as some of my intros for Vets Chat Show or Trent Love Media with permission from Emilie Surtees because it's so great.
Oh,
it is.
Thank you.
So we're gonna have snippets available on each segments, but A Man Apart. Talk to me about what's that about and what was the inspiration?
A Man Apart is basically a song about love at first sight. When you see someone, you connect with them right away. You feel attracted to them right away. Whether it be in a conversation or they're walking down the street or you're in a cafe having some coffee and you just look across the way and it's like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, or my God, he's so beautiful. And you just want to connect with them instantly. And then you do connect with them instantly. And the song is about that person returning those feelings and feeling the same way about you and knowing, you know what, I better do right by her or else it's not going, you know, she's going to like tell me off or something. So I love A Man Apart because it kind of, all of us kind of have that, like, what do you call it, puppy love for somebody, you know, throughout our lives at some point, you know.
Well, the thing that I found interesting was, and it was interesting to me, was because it did mention in a way something specific towards a man or a figure of there being there. It's right in the title, A Man Apart, and some song that's just expressing that reverence towards being a man of substance, a man different, a man able to attract attention and love and give it back. Was important, and that's what attracted me to the song. Besides the melody and the style of singing, I chose to put that in there because, you know, that's something that
positive.
Yeah, something positive, and not many artists come from that perspective and slant.
That's right.
And you run the whole emotional range of gamut on this CD.
Exactly.
And it's very contagious and infectious. I think those are my two things: contagious and infectious. Now, I don't mind putting something. People that know me that do know Trent Love, I do have music background, so I'm not in the habit of holding up CDs or really getting in guests just to go through the motions, because that's not what it's all about. But as you can see and hear from yourself, Emilie Surtees is an accomplished artist in her own right. Her music, her vocals are solid. She's a pleasure to watch and listen to and enjoy in person as well as in studio. So I encourage you to go out and get this CD. It's called Reflections of You, by any means necessary. That's right. I will be carrying some around if that needs to happen, because I will support the positive music that's out there. So we're going to get into the third track. It's All a Masquerade. Tell us about that. It's All a
Masquerade. As you mentioned earlier, Trent, this CD is about different aspects of love, the beginning, the middle, and the end of love. And that's what It's All a Masquerade is about. It's about, you know what, we've done all we can together, you know, for each other, and you know what, it's just not working, you know, and maybe we stay together for the kids, or maybe we stay together because we don't want to start all over again, or maybe we stay together because we've invested so much time. I've had people say to me, I'm like, girl, why don't you just go? What's the problem? You're so unhappy. You know what? But I've been with him for so long, she would say. Right. You know, or he goes like, you know, but she knows me so well and I feel comfortable with her. I'm like, but it's comfortable making you happy. You know what I mean? And he'll say, well, no. And sometimes people just feel like they put so much time in the relationship, they just don't want to go. So they put on this facade. You know, they show up at the engagements together, and they come home and kiss on the cheek, and, you know, they find many ways to leave, you know, find reasons not to be home. So It's All a Masquerade is basically talking about our relationship is over, and let's talk about it. And I specifically put in the words in the song that it's nobody's fault. You know, we both, you know, come to this at the same time. It's not like I'm blaming you, and not that we can't take responsibility for what we do in a relationship, but let's just not play the blame game. Let's not make this a bad thing. Let's just both admit what we both know is the truth, and we have to kind of go our own ways. Yeah.
And I think that's what appeals to me, is like so many of these songs speak to so many parts of a relationship, and we can relate. We all could relate. One thing I do know as a man, from my experience, that I've gotten used to the uncomfortableness of change, but change is a constant in the universe. Right. And sometimes, unfortunately, this speaks to, we rather stay with what we have, even though we know it may not be the best for us, just because we're comfortable with it, and we're scared of the new opportunities. Yeah. But we just want to hold on to what we have and continue. But you know what? You have
the enemy
you have
we
to
know.
grow. Right.
The enemy we know.
Exactly.
You know, we'd rather do that than take a chance and fail again. You know, instead of having the confidence to say, you know what, next time I'm going to learn from this, and I'm going to bring those lessons to my next relationship. I'm not going to bring that baggage because I don't want him or her to suffer from what I just went through, but I'm going to learn that I could have been a little more attentive. I'm going to learn I could have been a little more patient, or I could have included that person a little bit more, even when I really didn't want to, you know, and bring those lessons to the next relationship, you know.
And okay, we're moving right along with the next track. We are on track number 4. Just Want to Be Loved.
I Just Want to Be Loved. That's a fun track.
Don't we all?
That's a fun track.
I want to be loved too.
You know, sometimes in my experience, because I'm a Leo, you know, so I'm gregarious, I'm fun, and I'm out there and I perform, you know. And sometimes a guy will be intimidated by that, you know, just by that I'm so social, and I'm so out there, and I'm friendly with so many people, and I like to have a good time, and you know, I have my little psychological background that I'm into human psychology and everything. And sometimes a guy can be very intimidated, and they feel like they have to be something more than they really are. Like they're just not good enough, you know. And some women, or even men, feel like their relationships, the women in their life just don't feel like they're good enough to be with this man. I'm like, oh my God, why would he like me? I'm not that pretty. I'm a big girl. You know, I'm short, or I'm dark, whatever the insecurities are. He's not going to like me. And sometimes the guy's like, yeah, I just love your spirit. I just love who you are. Doesn't matter what you do, what you don't do. It doesn't matter what you look like. You and I, when we get together, it's just this electricity. And I Just Want to Be Loved is kind of speaking to those people, saying, look, you don't have to be, you know, perfect. You don't have to be everything. You don't have to be the model on TV. You don't have to be the muscle man. You just have to be you. And that's all you need to be for us to be happy. And she's saying to him, like, look, if you don't really get that, I'm out. You know what I mean? Okay. I've got too much to give somebody, too much something positive to give. And I want to laugh. I want to have a good time. I don't want to be down all the time. I don't want to be depressed all the time. I want us to have fun, man. All you need to do is love me, and that's it. You don't have to pay my bills necessarily. You don't have to do all these things. You just need to be there. You know, that's all.
That's an important message.
Yeah.
That's an important message. We got Cause and Effect.
Cause and Effect. Wow.
What is that about? Tell us a story.
I'll tell you a story. This song, actually, I produced with a producer named Jason Farmer. He actually gave me the track to this song, and I wrote to this track. And I called it Cause and Effect because basically, the song is about a man, the man leaves her, basically because she's not paying enough attention to him. Not in a mean way. She's just busy with her career. She's busy with her family, everything else but him. And he's trying to be supportive. He's trying to be there, but she's really taken for granted that he's there and that he'll always be there. And he kind of just has to get some space away from her. So when she comes home one day, she just realized he's gone. And she's totally shocked. She's totally like, how did that happen? What do you mean? I thought we were happy. I thought, So the Cause and Effect is about, how you treat, the priority you put on a relationship is how that person's going to feel. If you put them last in your list of priorities, they're going to feel it. They're going to react, usually not in a good way, So you really just have to pay attention. And of course, she spends the whole song trying to get him back. Like, please, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was so, and again, it's nothing malicious. It's just, you can get so focused on making that money or being there for a sick relative, but you're not focused on the person right here that needs your love and attention as well. And
that's so important.
And something
I could relate to that because I definitely feel like today's a gift. That's why they call it the present. And I kind of look at relationships as flowers in that kind of way, and they got to be nurtured and watered and maintained and respected
on a daily basis.
I've gotten comfortable being uncomfortable, saying things to even men because it's coming from my heart. I know they'll take it. I don't have a problem telling a man I love him too, just as much as a woman, because I'm being honest about them. Sometimes they need to hear that.
Right.
They need to hear that. Right. Whether no matter who you are, everybody wants to be loved.
Exactly.
And it's a good feeling to get that feedback while they're around to appreciate it.
Exactly.
So hopefully, I'm going to keep my audience to task too. I love you too, and I love everybody, and I'm not afraid to say it. No, but it's a practice that I have taken notice of because, as a veteran, within a blink of an eye.
That's right. You definitely know that.
You can. You're never too young, or someone say you're too young, or you're never too young or too old.
That's right. For things to happen.
Parents, burying their children and things of that nature. So it's never too late or too early to tell someone you love them, especially if you're in a relationship with them.
That's right.
And
or just,
and as a man,
prop them up. Let them know that you appreciate them.
That's right. And as a man in a relationship, sometimes we macho, we kind of forget too. So I'm
Didn't
talking
I tell you that 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, I'm talking to all audience, but when you have someone in your life, show them that you love them, or else you'll be listening to Cause and Effect quite often from Emilie Surtees' Reflections of You.
You'll be like, damn. Right.
Obsession is our track number 6.
That's pretty self-explanatory. Obsession. That's
all right.
That's another. Do we put it under love? I don't know. I do. I mean, I will definitely see somebody on TV and be like, "Oh my
stalker,"
God.
or is
exactly. That's the stalker. That's the stalker to me. That if I see an actor I really think is handsome, I really love the way he does his thing on stage. Honey, I don't care what movie he's in. I'm gonna go watch it. I don't care if it's a movie about barrels and monkeys. I'm going. So sometimes you can get that feeling about someone that of course it's false because you put all these characteristics on people that aren't really true, and that's where to me obsession comes. Is that you just kind of idealize them so much that like he's gotta love me. You see, we're just so much alike, and look, we have the same birthday, and wow, we like the same food. We're meant together. We're together, man. It's destiny.
That's right.
So, and sometimes we could all get there. How many of us act on it? I don't know. I have never acted on it, but I've definitely crossed that line to, oh my God, he's so beautiful.
Wow, that's even making us sing. That's wonderful.
Man. So that was just a fun one and very emotional. I mean, all my songs, I'm an emotional singer. I'm not really a great technical singer, but I'm a good emotional singer because that's why it's cathartic for me. So when I sing my songs, it just helps me kind of get it out. Whatever that feeling is in that song, it just kind of gets out,
Okay. Well, the name of the CD once again is Reflections of You by Emilie Surtees, and
Emilie
do you want
with
to
an
tell
IE.
us? Do you want to tell us if you have a website or any way that we could contact you and keep
absolutely.
a link up?
EmilieSurtees.com is my website. And Emily, just so you know, is spelled with an I-E. I know most people spell their name with a Y.
Right. It looks like this. Can we get this on the cam shot? There you go. The CD looks like this. It might have a little bit of a glare.
There you go.
Reflections of you.
And
Front and back.
Surtees is S as in Sam, U-R, T as in Thomas, E-E-S as in Sam. So EmilieSurtees.com. And you can certainly email me at info@EmilieSurtees.com. I'm in the process of getting my songs up on my website for download through PayPal.
Wonderful.
So absolutely. Or if you want an actual CD, just email me for now, and then eventually I'm getting it together to...
And come out to a show. Show. She will be
every
live
Friday
tonight
night
at First Fridays at Creole's in Manhattan. And yes, in the last 2 minutes, do you have anything else that you'd like to mention? Or
oh boy, last 2 minutes. Oh
yeah,
no, just that I'd love to meet people. I'd love for them to come out and listen to the songs and let me know what they think. And on my website is a guest book. So if you get a chance to listen to my songs or get the CD, I would love for you to just leave a comment on guest book. Let me know how you feel. I'm on Facebook. I have a fan page on Facebook, Emilie Surtees. So feel free to friend me on Facebook or like my fan page. And we're at Creole every Friday, actually.
Okay.
Ladies' Night is just the first Friday of the month.
Okay. So we'll find out Creole.
So we would love to see you.
Absolutely. So this is Trent Love. I'm signing off for our first segment of entertainment on Vets Chat Show, but Emily is not going to be our last. I think I'm very happy about your music and your sound and your energy. For those that can't see, she's just filling the room with so much energy. It's not enough for one show or one segment, in all honesty.
I'd love to come back.
So we're going to come back and have Emily back again. And for those that are listening out there, tune in to www.vetschatshow.com and find out more about some engagement with fathers and families. We thank them. They were here earlier. But Vets Chat Show is our 1 hour show dealing with family, fitness, finance, education, entertainment, and empowerment. And today was our first segment with our special guest, Emilie Surtees. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Trent,
you're the best.
So DJ Vet, we got in our back. Another vet is gonna take us out.
All right. Thank you.
All right. No, thank you. Wonderful.
This is Emilie Surtees, premiering my debut CD, Reflections of You, on Vets Chat Show with Trent Love. How I feel your love around me, beckoning my weary heart to follow your lead, and I go trustingly, 'cause darling, you're a man apart. I recall the expression on your face and how my intuition made me feel kinda strange. Then you reached for me like you already knew that nothing less than all your love would ever do. Then you came on pretty strong. How I feel your love around me, beckoning my weary heart to follow your lead, and I go trustingly, 'cause darling, you're a man apart. This is a song about love at first sight called A Man Apart, written by me, Emilie Surtees. Hope you're enjoying it. This is Emilie Surtees to our soldiers, sailors, and their families, hoping you're enjoying these selections from my CD, Reflections of You, on Vets Chat Show with Trent Love. Tell you that I'm fine, and though my words are real, I haven't said what's really on my mind. Suddenly I am at a loss. My heart has no recourse. My sensibilities lost in the cause, and yet my love for you remains underneath the melancholy rain, where you'll find a love
Surtees. You're listening to Melancholy Rain, a song about unrequited love. This is a song I hope you can relate to. It's from my debut CD, Reflections of You. It's called I Just Want to Be Loved. This is Emilie Surtees.
Everything my way, and that you're moody cause I think I know so much. Is it at all fair to assume that it will be okay when you question my intentions for your trust? Should I only speak my mind when I agree with you? Should I never express feelings of my own? Should I always keep inside frustration, anger, and my fears? Cause you had a long day again. I know it's fear you feel in your heart. How can you be sure that your love is enough? Don't wanna give yourself away. But if you wanna know the truth, I just wanna be loved.
Thank you for listening. This track is called It's All a Masquerade from my debut CD, Reflections of You.
Tomorrow, holding on to what we know can't last forever, leaves us with an aching void found deep inside us. We're simply getting old. The heart's unspoken truth that lingers in our soul. Because the moment we try will cause unending pain. Our love is not the same, nor will it ever be again. I just can't find that old familiar loving, and I can't go on playing this charade. You see me smile, but look closely now, my darling, and you will find it's all a masquerade. It's all a masquerade. Yeah, yeah. It's all a masquerade.
Thank you for listening. Please visit me at emiliesurtees.com, sign my guest book, and let me know your thoughts about my music.